Hey everybody, it's Rosie. Welcome back to your Lux Warm Pilates class. So for today's class, we are just going to be using a resistance band. Mine is medium tension, but feel free to go a little bit lighter, a little bit heavier. You can really choose here. Let's just make sure you've got your band with you and then just place it to the top of your mat. And then let's just come into a 4-point kneel. So shoulders over your wrist, knees under your hips. Let's slowly start to lower your chest as you take that nice big inhale, arching through your spine. And then big exhale as you tuck your chin to your chest, looking down towards your knees. Really slowly. So inhale, we lower your chest, arch your spine, lift away from your mat. And then exhale, rounding your spine. Eye gaze goes down. Maybe a little rock back and forwards each time as you arch and then round your spine. Maybe some rolls through your hips. Just whatever feels nice, going one way and then going the other way. Just getting a little bit of space through the body. Let's go one more here wherever you are. And then let's tuck your toes, lifting your hips, pedaling out for your downward dog. So let's press one heel at a time down as you bend the other knee. Feel that nice release through the backs of your legs. Keep breathing here. Really try to press your chest back towards your thighs. Let's go one more, both sides. Your last one. Let's bring both your heels down here. So really push your heels down. Really press your chest back. Feel that nice lengthening through the back of the legs. Let's hold your hips lifted. Take a nice big inhale. And then exhale, you're slowly going to hover your knees down underneath your hips. So just check that your shoulders are over your wrists. You might want to step your hands in a little bit just to reset. Little knee hover. And then we lift your hips straight back up. So that release at the top, big inhale. Big exhale. We just hover your knees down. So starting to feel your core activate. Starting to feel this through the upper body as well. As you stabilize, just getting nice and warm and ready for class. Let's go two more, then we'll add on. Exhale, you hover your knees. Inhale, we lift. On this next one, hold it down. Let's find an opening of your knees. Knees out to the side. Knees come back under your hips. Lift your hips. We do that again. Let's hover your knees down. A little opening of your knees, opening of your hips, and then we lift. Let's go two more, then we're going to hold it down. Knees out, knees in, slowly starting to warm up through the outer glutes as well. Let's get your last one like this. Nice big inhale, lift your hips. Exhale, let's hover it down, just that knee opening out. And in, let's go for 3. Let's go for 2. Last one, lift your hips. Have that pedal out. I know your lower body will getting nice and warm. Exactly what we want. Pedal it out, have that nice little release. And then when you're ready, both your heels down. Let's just hover your knees and come back down. All right, we're ready to get started with your class. So let's grab your band. Let's come down to lay onto your back. And your band, I want you to have it in your left hand, so an underhand grip. And then all you're gonna do is loop your left thigh into your band as well. So left hand has got your band, and then your right foot is just gonna start down on the ground. And your right hand is just going behind your head. So right elbow's out wide. Your left knee is stacked over your hip. And your left elbow will be just by your left rib as well. That's our starting position. Let's take an inhale. Let's exhale as you slowly start to find your chest lift. And then let's slowly lower back down. Big exhale. We're just keeping your left arm where it is at the moment. You've got the tension of your band, but you're not really pulling it. You're just holding it. Exhale, we lift. We want to try and keep your left knee stacked the whole time where it is. So when we start to add on, let's keep checking in. And if this band ever feels like it's too much, you can just get rid of any of the layers that we add, or just get rid of your band altogether. Next time we lift up, let's add a little bicep curl. So you're pulling your hand in towards your face, you're releasing your hand or your arm, and then you're laying back down. So let's check in that your knee doesn't move. I really want you to try and hold your knee exactly where it is. It's going to be tricky. You're pulling your band with your hand, so it wants to pull your leg, but you are keeping it exactly where it is. So starting to feel this through your left bicep and shoulder, down the front of your arm. Nice, everybody. You decide how much tension you want to pull. Nice work. All right, let's start to add a pulse with your hand. So the next time you lift your chest, let's go 1 pulse, 2 pulse, and then lay down. Big inhale when you lay back down, have a little reset, and then exhale, lifting back up. Pull your hand in, that's it. All right, if you want a little bit more, I want you to float your right leg up to meet your left, but feel free to keep it exactly where it was before. You've got both your knees stacked over your hips, so you've got a little bit more feedback to have a look at. Your right knee will want to stay over your hip the whole time because you're not pulling your band. So as long as you keep your knees together, that should keep them stacked over your hips. All right, we're going to start to add on an opposite leg extension. So the next time you lift, you've got your bicep curl, you've got your pulse. I want you to extend your right leg as you do this. And then we lay back down. Inhale as we lower, and then a big exhale, we lift. Extend your opposite leg. Let's pulse. Pulse, lower it down. Let's go for 2. That's it. Left bicep and shoulder are getting nice and warm. On this next one, we add a rotation across to your band. So you extend your right leg. We rotate right shoulder across to your band leg. You've still got your 2 pulses, and then you lay back down. So you're really going to start to feel your left obliques fire up. The left side of your body, particularly your core and your upper body, is feeling this. That's it. And we lower. Try to keep that left knee stacked over your hip. Do not let it come closer. Yes. Whew, this is a strong one. We're almost done. Let's get 3 full reps, then we're just going to hold it up at the top. Big inhale as we lower. Big exhale as you lift. Remember, your right knee, or right foot I should say, can stay down on the ground whenever you want. All right, this is your last one. Hold it up. Just do that pulse through your left arm, pulling your hand in towards your face. Let's go for 5. Lift a little higher. Let's go for 3. Can you rotate a little more for 2? Last one, static, hold, hold, hold. Get your right leg longer, lift higher. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Right foot goes down. All you're gonna do is loop your band over your left arch of your foot. Both hands grab your band and just pull your toes down. So flex and point. You've got that nice little stretch through your left hamstring. Should be able to see your fingernails. All right, we could stay here. This could be it for our class, but we are going to bring your right leg up to join. So sweep your right leg up as well. Keep both your hands on your strap. All I want you to do is flex your right toes as you lower your right leg, and then point your toes as you lift your leg. That's all it is. So let's think about the stretch on your left hamstring while we distract ourselves from what you're feeling through your core. So keep imprinting your lower spine down. Don't let your back arch. There may be a natural little arch through your spine, really tiny. We just want to make sure that we're not feeling this through the back and that you're engaging through your core. Great, everybody. Keep pulling that band down. Keep that stretch going through your left leg. Okay, let's start to add on. So the next time you let your leg lift, I want you to lift your chest with you. A chest lift. Let your right leg lower. A chest lower. Now, if you want a little bit less, you can do this with a bent knee. So you lift your knee, lower down, tap your toes. Keep the knee bent, or you're doing it with a straight leg. If you're doing straight, you're going to flex your toes as it lowers.
And then you're lifting and pointing your toes as your leg lifts. Keep stretching through the left leg. We're almost done. Exhale, you lift. Inhale, we lower. Let's get 3 in. Let's get your final 2. Let's get your final 1 in. We're gonna hold it up at the top. I want you to let your right leg go halfway down. Hold it there, lift a little higher. Let's go for 5, for 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. Grab your band in both of your hands. Pull your band apart. Your palms are facing, your fingers are facing. Okay, we're getting into some bridges from here. So step your feet in so they're nice and close towards your hips. You can always have a little reach down. You should be able to feel your heels. Let's start with your elbows just by your side. And I want you to give that band a little pull apart straight away. Opening up through the collarbones. Let's take a nice big inhale. Exhale, tuck through your tailbone. So press your lower back down. Slowly start to peel. Lower back, middle back, upper back. You can keep your elbows by your side. You're coming up onto the backs of your shoulder blades. And then slowly melt through your spine. So let this feel nice and restorative through your spine. Let's go one more like this. Tuck, peel, and lift. Press your elbows down to help you lift your hips. We slowly melt your spine. All right, this time let's start to reach your arms up as you lift your hips. Tucking, peeling, lifting. Take your time at the top. And then slowly melt your spine as you draw your elbows back. So we're pulling apart your your band the whole time. Feel the outer shoulders get nice and warm. Slowly come down. We slowly lift. If you need that little bit more support, you can keep your elbows down the whole time, just like we had in those first couple of reps. So if your elbows are down, all you're doing is peeling and lifting your hips. Your elbows may come off a little bit, but you've got that support as you make 90% of that movement, all the way up and all the way back down. And there's that last little bit where you can lift your hips nice and high. All right, let's start to add on in 2. Keep peeling, lifting, squeeze your glutes. Getting nice and warm for what we have next. All right, next time you lift, hold it there. I just want you to float your left leg to tabletop at the top. It gets a little wobbly. Left foot comes back down. Tuck and peel, go all the way down. Let's lift all the way up. This time, right leg at the top. Try to keep your hips level. Have a little look. And if you need your elbows by your side, bring your elbows back down. We're slowly starting to feel this through the standing glute or the working glute. The leg that comes up to tabletop is not working. That's it, nice and slow. All right, let's go 2 more like this. Peeling and lifting. That's it. 1 more. Let's hold whatever leg is in tabletop. All I want you to do is a little pulse. Lower halfway down, come all the way up. Lower halfway down, come all the way up. If you need your elbows by your side, bring them by your side. Sorry, I just moved back. I feel like I was coming off the mat a lot. Okay, we've got a little pulse. And we lift. A little halfway lower, and we lift. Let's go for 3. Elbows down if you need it. Keep pulling your band apart wherever you are. 2. Last 1. Hold. 3, 2, 1. Your other foot comes down. All right, reset. Both your heels are down. Reach your arms up again if you've got your arms lifted. Let's float your left leg to tabletop. We go halfway. Now, if you had your left leg in tabletop before, obviously now you're doing your right. We are just changing it over for your last little push. One side always has a little bit more strength, so maybe this side you can reach your arms up, but on the other side your elbows were down by your side, or maybe vice versa. That is just the way it is. One side is always a little bit stronger. That's why Pilates is so good, because we can work single side and really start to balance out through your body. Let's go for 2. Let's go for 1. Hold it up, lift your hips. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Both your heels down. Slowly melt your spine. Whew. All right. Right hand is going to grab your band. We're going to do it over your thigh first. And then when you're ready, left hand goes behind your head. Let's float your right leg up to tabletop. Big inhale. Left leg just stays where it is. Exhale, lift your chest. We inhale, lower back down. Exhale, lift. Keep your eye gaze just above your knees, making sure that you're not dropping your chin to your chest. We always want to imagine there's a little peach there and it's getting kept nice and safe. It's a big peach. It's a squishy one though, so you don't want to squish it. A slight little hold. All right, let's start to add your bicep curl. Pull your hand in towards your face and then we slowly lower. Ooh, this side feels a lot harder. Maybe it's because I know what I'm going to do now. Exhale, we lift. Let's keep checking in with your right knee. Do not let it go closer to your face. That's going to be what we're focusing on for this whole series. We know it wants to come closer to make it a little bit easier, but I want you to resist your band. Do not let it pull you. Big inhale as you lower back down, and then that big exhale as you lift. Correction. Let's go for 2, then we'll add on your pulse. On this next one, let's add it on. Little pulse of your hand in towards your face. 1, 2, and lower. Exhale, lift. 1, 2, pulse, and we lower. Let's add on your leg lift, this next one. So you can keep your left foot where it is, or you're joining your left leg to meet your right. Same as before, it's just that pulse at the top. The knees stay glued together. It might give you a better idea of if your knees are moving. Let's start to add the left leg extension. The next time you lift, left leg goes long. Still find that bicep curl pulse and lower. Exhale, we lift. Left leg long, pulse. Don't let the right knee move. You guys have got this. Well done. Exhale, we lift. And we lower. Let's start to add the rotation. So this time you're going to rotate towards your band. Left shoulder to your right knee. Still find that bicep curl pulse. And we lower. We exhale, lift across your body. Right side obliques. You're going to start to feel this a little more as well. Big exhale. Let's go for 3. Then we're going to hold it up at the top. Let's go for 2. All right, this next one, last one, we hold it up. Hold that rotation, just find the pulse of your hand to your face. Bicep curl, left leg is long. A little bit less, bring your left foot down onto the mat. Let's go for 4. Let's go for 3. Hold it up a little bit higher, hold. Pull your hand in, let your right knee stay over your hip. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring your left foot down. Loop goes over the arch of your foot. Underhand grip both your hands. Let's have a nice hamstring stretch. Pointing and flexing through your leg or through your foot. And then let's bring up your left leg. So this time, left leg, we flex your toes as your leg lowers. You point your toes as your leg lifts. Flex as we lower. So not only are we working through the core, but you are getting a nice little stretch through the right hamstring. Little bit of space through the legs. Always feels nice, something to distract us with. Let's start to add your chest lift. As your left leg lifts, you lift your chest. As your left leg lowers, you lower your chest. Exhale, lift. Remember, you can keep your chest laying down the whole time, or you can work a bent knee. So it's just a toe tap as you lay down, toe tap as you lift, or if the leg is feeling good for you, you're doing the whole leg. That's it. Try to get a little bit higher every time you lift. Let's go for 4. Your final 2. Let's get this last one in. Lift it all the way up. Let's hover your left leg halfway down, lift a little higher. Last 4, lift higher, pull your toes down. Last 2, last 1, bring it down. Well done, everybody. All right, we're gonna put your band over both of your knees now and then just roll over onto your left side, so onto your left forearm. We're setting up for some clams from here. So let's just check that. Let's just check that your bottom elbow is under your bottom shoulder, your hips are in line with your elbow, your knees are out in front of you a little bit, and then your heels are glued together and they are just in line with your hips as well. Top hand can be on your mat. Take a nice big inhale, and then let's exhale. Slowly start to open your top knee. We slowly lower. So we want to check in that your heels stay together, your toes can come apart. Your top hand can come to your hip if you want a little bit less support through the upper body, or just keep it down if you do want that support. So we're slowly finding your clam. Your bottom knee is stabilizing. Don't let it lift. You're trying to pull that band apart, but I want you to keep both of your hips facing forward. Instead of opening your top hip up to the ceiling, you want to draw both your hips. Imagine they have like little headlights on them. Those headlights are shining straight forward. Slowly lift and we slowly lower. Top arm can be reaching up, it can be on your hip, wherever is comfortable for you. Let's start to add on an extension of your top leg. So we're going to lift your top knee, hold it there. Extend your top leg, try to keep your knee exactly where it is. It's just the bottom half of your leg that's extending. Your heels go back together and then you lower your knee back down. Big lift, extend, keep lifting out of your bottom side. Waist as well, bottom shoulder is away from your bottom ear. Keep checking in, there's lots of alignment whenever we do our side lounging. There's so much to think about, lots to think in your body as opposed to your mind and whatever is going on in your day. Big extension, that's it, heel together and we lower. All right, let's do this for 5 full reps. Let's go for 4. Let's go for 3. We're going to hold your top leg long. In 2. If you start to feel this through your neck at all, just look down at your bottom forearm as well. All right, let's hold your top leg long. All I want you to do is a little pulse. So you're pulsing, feeling that from your top glute. Bottom knee is down. Let's go for 5. Little finisher. In 4, keep lifting out of your bottom waist. In 3, last 2, hold your top leg. Now I want you to bend your top knee, extend your bottom leg. Little alternating. Extend your top leg, bend your bottom knee. Last little bit here. Extend, so it's almost like we're running on the spot. Reach your top arm up, keep your eye gaze down to your bottom forearm. Your top oblique, your top glutes are fiery. Let's go for 10 seconds here. You are almost done. That's it. Let's go for 5. You're gonna hold your top leg out long. In 2, hold your top leg long, bottom knee is bent. Let's find your pulses again. Lift, lift, lift out of your bottom waist. 5. Let's go for 3. Last 2, last 1. Bend your top knee, bring your hands down. Let's come straight up into your 4-point kneel. Oh my goodness, tap out your right glute. Wow. Ouchie. I'm in pain. Let's keep going. Little cat-cow if you need it. Arch and round your spine. Let's find your neutral spine. So your arms are long, you're spreading your fingertips out nice and wide. Knees are under your hips. Flex your right foot. Let's find your donkey kick. You're stamping your right heel up to the ceiling and then we slowly lower back down. So same leg is working. It's your right leg, right glute and hamstring. Getting a little bit of a superset here. Now you're going to start to feel your upper body. The shoulders are stabilizing. Your core is working as well. Let's keep that neutral spine. So try to not let your back arch to let you lift your knee higher. Let's start to add a pulse. This next time your heel lifts, we pulse. Pulse, slowly lower down. Exhale, we lift. Inhale, lower. That's it. Go slow with your pulses. Try to keep your knee as close to hip height as you can. Let's add on a hamstring extension. You've got your 2 pulses. Hold, point your toe, extend your leg, flex, pull it in, lower your knee. This is where the hamstring and glute really fire up. Hold your knee lifted, point your toe, extend your right leg, keep your leg lifted, flex, pull it in, we lower. So that is your flow. You've got your 2 pulses. Point your toe, extend, flex, pull it in, lower, down. We lift, pulse, pulse, point, nice work, flex, bring it in. Your hamstring and glute are on fire. You got 10 seconds, this is almost done. We're gonna hold it up in 8 and just do that hamstring extension. In 5. Let's finish off this last one. All right, hold it up, it is just your hamstring extension. Point your toe, extend, flex, pull it in. Point, that's it, get your knee higher, keep pulling your heel really close in towards your glute. Lift your chest away, I know there's lots to think about. All right, let's keep going for 5. Let's get 4 in, we're gonna hold your knee bent. In 3, we can do this. All right, hold your knee bent, little donkey kick pulses up to the sky. Pulse for 5. Pulse for 3. Hold it up, pierce your toe up to the sky, little pulses. Let's go for 5. This is done in 3, in 2, in 1. Knee goes down. Oh my goodness, child's pose. Whew. Lower your chest. Nice work, everybody. All right, walk your hands in. Let's come up to stand. Stand. I'm just going to face towards you guys so you can see. But basically, your feet are a little bit wider than hip distance. Let's start with a narrow squat. So your toes are facing straight out in front of you. Lower your hips. Tuck your tailbone and lift. So the band is helping. It's adding a little bit of extra tension to activate through both glutes. We don't want to let your knees cave in, so you don't want to let your knees do that. You want to keep your knees directly over your heels, and even like a little bit wider is probably good as well. Lower and lift. Let's start to add on. So you've got your narrow squat. All I want you to do is turn your toes out, external rotation, turn your toes back, and we lift. Let's start to bring the hands in. Hands to your chest at the bottom. Toes out, little pulse, toes in, and we stand. We lower down, toes out, toes in, and stand. When you're down low, I want you to really sink your hips down. Let's go for 5. We're gonna hold it down. Let's go for 4. Take your time. Enjoy what you're feeling through your glutes, outer glutes, and then that big juicy muscle at the back. All right, let's go for 2. We're gonna hold it down. On this next one, let's hold it down low. Just your external to your narrow. External to narrow. Whoa, getting a little wobbly. Hands to your hips. If you want a little bit more support, stay down nice and low. Keep sinking your hips back. You're trying to separate your sit bones. That's it. Should be starting to feel nice and fiery. Let's go for 5. Let's go for 3. We hold it down. In 2. Let's hold your toes out. Hold it where you are, hands to your chest. All I want you to do is step your left leg behind you for your curtsy. Go back to center, and then step your right leg behind you for your curtsy. Go back to center. So left leg steps behind. When your left leg steps behind, check that your left knee and your right heel are in line. Go back to center. We step the right toes back. Right knee, left heel are in line. All we're doing is alternating from side to side in your curtsy. Hands to your hips for that support, or hands at your chest for a little bit more. We are almost back down onto your mat. Your class is so close to being done. We're just gonna finish off the left side, and then you're done. Let's go for 10 seconds. Outer glutes are on fire. Let's go for 6. We'll get 2 more both sides. We can do this. That's 2. Let's get your last ones. 1 curtsy on one side. Go to center. Curtsy on the other side. And stand. Whew. Give your glutes a little bit of a whack out. We're going to make our way back down onto your mat. Back onto your 4-point kneel. And this time we're gonna work the left leg. So let's have a little cat-cow arch and then round through your spine. All right, neutral spine. Spread your fingertips out nice and wide. Let's flex through your left toes and we find your left side donkey kick. We're lifting and then you're slowly lowering your knee back down. That's it, keep lifting your chest away. Inhale, we lower, and exhale, you lift. Not long to go. We have this and your side lying, and then your class is all done. Keep lifting your chest away. You want to keep even weight between both sides of your body. So often your right leg will take a little bit more of the weight right now. So let's think about bringing the weight into your left hand a little bit, just to even it off. Let's add the pulse through your donkey. Next time you lift, pulse. Pulse, slowly lower. Exhale, we lift, pulse. Pulse, nice work. Now your right glute might be feeling this too. It's stabilizing and you've just done a lot of glute work. So everything is normal that you're feeling. That's it, keep lifting your chest away. Keep drawing your belly button up to your spine. Nice slow movements when we pulse. Eye gaze is above your fingertips. Just checking that you're not dropping your neck. All right, let's add on your hamstring extension. This next one, you lift, pulse, pulse, hold. Point your toe, extend your leg, flex, pull your heel in, and we lower. We exhale, lift, pulse, pulse. Point your toe, extend, flex, pull it in, lower it down. Left glute and hamstring getting nice and warm now. If this ever feels like it's too much through your wrists, feel free to bring your hands into a little knuckle. Pulse, pulse. Flex, pull it in. You can even go down onto your forearms, whatever you are needing. All right, let's go for about 20 more seconds and we're gonna hold it up and it is just your hamstring extension. Let's take our time with these last full reps. All right, let's get your last one in. Pulse, pulse. Point your toe, flex. This next time your leg is lifted, let's just find your hamstring extension. Point your toe, let your leg go on. Flex, pull it in. We point, extend, flex, pull it in. Get your knee a little bit higher. Both glutes are feeling this. Let's go for 10 seconds and we're holding your knee bent. We know what's coming. Keep lifting your chest away. All right, let's hold your heel in towards your butt, little pulses. Pulse your heel up to the sky. Last 5. Last 3. Hold your leg lifted, hold it there, toe to the ceiling, little pulses. So you're pointing your toes, let's pulse it up for 5. Let's go for 3, 2, 1. Bring it down, little child's pose again. Reach your arms along, lower your chest. And then let's slowly come down onto your right forearm. So right forearm is down this time. Your shoulders over your elbow. Your hips are in line with your elbow, your knees are out in front, and then your heels are together just behind your hips or in line with your hips. Take a nice big inhale. Top hand can be on your mat. Top hand can be on your hip. Let's go. Find your clam. Top knee is opening, your bottom knee stays down. So left glute straight away. We've just done our 4-point kneeling. We're feeling this nice and warm through the left outer glute. Slowly lower. And then that nice slow lift. Inhale, we lower down, and exhale, we bring it up. If you ever need that support again, bring your top hand down. You can even reach your top arm up. See what feels good. See what feels nice in your body. That's it. We are on the home stretch. Adding on that little hold up at the top, really feeling this through your left outer glute. Enjoying where you are. All right, let's add it on in 4. We're gonna add that top leg extension. Last 3. We'll bring it in 2. Keep lifting away through your bottom side. Last one, hold your knee. Let's extend your top leg. So keep your knee exactly where it was when you found your clam. All you do is you're extending from below your knee. That's it. This side feels a little harder. We've just done your 4-point kneeling. And remember, keep your eye gaze down to your bottom forearm. especially if you feel tension through your neck, which sometimes happens, just to keep it feeling nice. Not long to go. We've got 20 seconds. Then we will hold your top leg lifted. That's it. Let's go for 10. Let's get 2 more like this. Let's get your last one. Hold it there. Just your pulse. Lifting your leg. Your toes are slightly shining up to the ceiling. Let's go for 5. We're going to hold your leg long in 3. In 2, hold your leg long. All you're going to do is bend your top leg, extend your bottom leg. Let's bend your bottom leg, extend your top. So all we're doing is we're alternating. Nice and slow. Your top oblique should fire up even more. Top glute is feeling this. That's it. Let's keep it going. Let's go for 5 more. Let's go for 4. Let's go for 3. We're going to hold your top leg long. Let's get this last one in. Hold your top leg long, pulse your leg, little pulses. Last 5, lift away. This is your last bit of hard work for 3. Last 2, last 1, bring it down. We are finished. Take your band off. Fling it out of the way, we're done. Come down to lay onto your back. Let's let your knees come together. Your feet are out as wide as your mat. Just cactus through your arms. Just coming back to your deep breath. All right, let's start that windscreen wiper. Let your knees go to the right as your eye gaze goes to the left. And then go to the other side. Legs to the left or knees to the left. Eye gaze to the right. One more, both sides. Knees to the right. And knees to the left. When you're ready, come back to center. Let's give your knees a nice big hug. Pull your chin to your chest. Really try to pull away from your knees. Feel that roundness through your spine. Maybe some little rocks. And then when you're ready, just lay down nice and long, reaching your arms and your legs long. Have that big good morning stretch. And then bringing your arms by your side. We are all finished. Thank you so much for joining me for class today. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you on the mat for our next class. Bye.